Child soldiers, comic controversy. During the height of World War II, American comic books were saturated with stories meant to inspire patriotism and rally support for the war effort. Among the more unusual and striking titles of the era was Boy Commandos, first appearing in 1942, created by the legendary duo of Joe Simon and Jack Kirby. What set Boy Commandos apart from its contemporaries was its focus on a squad of international child soldiers, children from the United States, the United Kingdom, France, and the Netherlands, banding together to fight Nazis across war-torn Europe. Under the command of the adult Captain Rip Carter, these boys were depicted undertaking dangerous missions, often facing peril head-on with a mix of youthful bravado and wartime seriousness rarely seen in comics aimed at young readers. One particularly memorable issue published in 1945 stands out for how it delved into the somber realities of the war, even as it attempted to cloak its darkness in the colorful, action-packed panels of a children's comic. In this story, the Boy Commandos infiltrate a Nazi stronghold, only to find themselves grappling with the moral ambiguity of their orders. The narrative doesn't shy away from the brutality of the conflict. The boys are shown mourning fallen comrades and questioning the nature of heroism, even as they carry out sabotage missions and confront enemy soldiers. This blend of childlike adventure and grim wartime truth was both compelling and unsettling, blurring the lines between fantasy escapism and the stark propaganda of the era. The use of children as protagonists in direct combat was not without controversy. On one hand, it was a powerful propaganda tool, suggesting that even the youngest members of the Allied nations had a vital role to play in defeating fascism. On the other, it raised uncomfortable questions about the glorification of violence and the psychological impact such stories might have on young readers. The creator seemed aware of this tension. The comics sometimes offered moments of reflection, with the Boy Commandos expressing homesickness, fear, or a longing for peace, serving as a subtle critique of the very propaganda they were meant to embody. This nuanced approach made Boy Commandos a unique artifact of its time, reflecting both the anxieties and the idealism of a world at war. While Boy Commandos enjoyed significant popularity during the war years, it eventually faded from mainstream memory, overshadowed by the rise of superheroes and the changing tastes of post-war audiences. Yet, its bold storytelling and willingness to confront the darker aspects of its subject matter remain a fascinating chapter in comic book history. Brought to you by Victory Age Comics. Reviving forgotten heroes, one panel at a time.